जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं।
Now we are going to enter into the process. You can finish drinking water or anything now, but not during the process. What we are going to do is Antarmatruganyasa. Please keep your water bottles everything away. Have enough space. See, this is the process with which I myself did levitation. Understand? Raghupati Yogi made me levitate with this process only. So I don't know what this process is going to do with all you guys. Please understand. Now, what I am going to do is, the Antarkumbhaka means the air, prana will be filled inside. First understand, then you can start meditating. Prana will be filled inside your lungs completely. After that, all the 54 syllables, it is actually 52 Sanskrit, 2 syllables which can't be uttered, it's called Brahmakshara. It's called Ayuda or Brahmakshara, which cannot be created, which can be sent. See, there are 2 syllables which can't be uttered, but which can be released through the system. Those 2 syllables are only used for initiation. So I have uttered 54 akshara. First, you may be able to hold your prana for 10 akshara. Usually a normal lungs can hold only 10 akshara. Then maybe after 3 times practice, 20 akshara. After 3 times practice, maybe 30. I think today if we do 30, that itself is a big success. Big success. You don't need to repeat the akshara because I am connecting with all your biomemory and repeating. It will be repeated in you. But you need to count. You need to count along with me. When I say kam, gam, 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 ngam, im, cham, cham, jam, jam, nyam, im, ye, tham, tham, dam, dam, ain, o, pam, pam, bam, bam, mam, aum. You need to count. Means till you finish counting, you cannot let go, exhale. That's where the money is going to be found. You can go on the counting, but you should not be exhaling. So it's like controlling the prana. This will really build muscles in you guys. Every muscle will become alive with prana. You will feel like expanding. And not only that, the whole muscles will become filled with the life energy. If you ordinarily learn pranayama, it will look very easy. Why you know? Your bio-memory is not completely protected not to inhale or exhale. In my case, when I give instruction, I see your whole space. That is it. How many of you have done regular pranayamas? But now when you do it will be so much difficult. You are able to feel? So difficult. You may think why? Because regularly when you do pranayama, there is parts of you like ears, eyes and all will leak the air. Here I am feeling all that. All the possibility I am feeling. That is why you have so much suffocation. And inhaling time and all, I am monitoring properly. See, when you yourself do, then there is no monitoring. You just, it's okay, I done everything. No, I counted. And you count in a very quick way. Put it in your waist. Here you cannot play that game with me. That is why the pranayama is so suffocating. Even though you have done regularly many times, the same, you say, in ordinary pranayama, 1:8:1. If you do with me even 1:4:1, it will be difficult. Because they feel all other senses. The all leakage stop. If you do the satya, a different kind of energy will happen in this. The inability to hold air in the lungs is directly connected to satya. Understand? Inability to hold the prana in the lungs is directly connected to satya. The insecurity is what makes you feel like exhaling immediately. Just immediately. And satya is also directly connected to insecurity. When you feel insecure, you don't hold on to satya. When you feel secure, you hold on to satya. Many are still having the hypocrisy. Maybe I am God, I am enlightened. Swamiji says, but I myself, I don't think. Maybe end of the program I will have. Or after the program I need to practice continuously and I will have. See, all the practice is tasting your enlightenment. Not achieving enlightenment. Tasting your enlightenment. You see, each process we are doing is, you just look and drink that amrita, that's all. You are not creating amrita. Process is tasting enlightenment, not creating enlightenment. Now you guys need to put your energy. See, you will always have conflict. One part will tell no, one part will tell yes. Give more energy to yes, that's all. Go on depriving the no, and it will wither away. That's the only way. That's the only way. The greatness of enlightenment is it can never be lost once you have it. That's why I am telling you. Just push little bit and give power to the yes. And just after a few days, it will become an unwritten zone. See, now you are caught in one kind of an unwritten zone. Like too many things are clutched, and the moment you say you are enlightened, my wife can put me in depression, how can I be enlightened? Like this, some 10 clutches will be there to say big no. So, if you go on saying yes, 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 you will create some 10 clutches. Yes, 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 yes. I thought that day this should happen, in 10 minutes it happened. How can it happen without me having some power? I thought that day this should happen. Like some 10 clutches will be created to acknowledge you are enlightened. Something extraordinary is happening in you. When those 10 clutches are created, that song you require, this will lose its power. That withering away will happen. See, that is the way the transition can happen at all. Please understand. The transition never happens like a breaking of the coconut. It happens this way only. At least in ordinary human biomemories, this way only it happens. When your biomemory itself is created out of sattva, pure sattva, you never had any ordinary sleep or hunger, then like a breaking coconut will happen. But people who are living in the civilization, normal human civilization, this is the only way things will turn. This is the only way things will happen. Even Bhishma, because he ate Duryodhana's food, he was given only gradual enlightenment, not sudden. See, Bhishma fell into the arrow bed and he was lying. After the whole Mahabharata war, Dharmaraja comes to take Bhishma's blessing for before the coronation, because Bhishma was still alive. Then Bhishma teaches all the great ways of how to rule a country. When all the teachings are given, Draupadi started laughing with anger. So much of rage, she started laughing. Then Bhishma said, "Oh my daughter, can I know why are you laughing?" She said, "Don't you have a sense? It's a very strong abuser," she said. "How dare you teach dharma and morality to Yudhishthira? When my saree was pulled, what were you doing? Where were you? Sitting silently, without even objecting. What kind of morality you know that you have right to teach?" Then Bhishma says, "I understand. See, at that time, continuously for so many years, I ate the food of Duryodhana. So his quality has entered in. Whoever gives you the food, that quality will enter into your system. It's called Ashraya Dosha." Then Draupadi asks, "Then how come suddenly now you know all the truths?" Then he says, "Now all the blood which came because of Duryodhana's food, your husband has taken away with his arrows. Because all the blood, that Ashraya Dosha blood has gone out of my body. And I did tapas, and now I got my gradual enlightenment in this deathbed. Now I have my enlightenment. I can share the wisdom to Yudhishthira. I can give this truth to Yudhishthira." So understand, even for Bhishma, gradual enlightenment means. So don't bother. This is the way the shift will happen. Have courage. Go on adding S to it. See, you can have at least 1 point to say yes. You may have 2,000 points to say no, that you are not enlightened. But 1 point can be there. That one, you can take this as 1 point. Paramahamsa, incarnation, he declared I am enlightened. Take this as 1 point and start building it. That's all. He said, if he said means surely he is little more intelligent than me. So why not listen to his words? Even Arjuna has to have a gradual enlightenment because he had jealous with Radha, it seems. Both of them are born on the same date. But whatever is said, Radha had a physical intimacy. Arjuna could never have. He goes one day and both of them, actually Arjuna and Radha were, of course, one part of the story. If you see chronologically, you don't even know how they met. But there is a possibility. The story says both of them were walking in the evening. Then when it became late night, Radha gets into the place where Krishna was staying and she very arrogantly says, "Stop here. You can't come in." Just to claim her supremacy. The next day, Arjuna goes and prays to Krishna. "I wanted to enjoy your physical nearness. It was too much." And he prays. Krishna says, "All right, you will take the Urmila Sarira and enjoy it." That's why Arjuna was given that Napumsaka Sarira. All of you know that he lived as a female body for 1 year in the hiding during the during the exile. During the exile, 1 year they have to live. So Arjuna lived in a female body. Brihannala. That science was given to Arjuna by Krishna. Because Arjuna asked as a boon that I wanted to enjoy your physical nearness, your physical intimacy. I wanted to enjoy you physically also. I am missing that. And this Radha is too proud about that. And I am jealous of her. Then Krishna blesses Arjuna. That's why he gets the science of getting into the feminine consciousness. That science only used during the exile. So all the stories perfectly matches. when he was Vinangada. Same way, Shiva also got the same signs from Krishna. Shiva comes down and asks Krishna, I want to become Gopi and enjoy your physical nearness. Then Krishna gives that signs to Shiva. And the story says Shiva became Gopeshwar and enjoyed the Krishna's physical intimacy. And the same way, when Krishna took the Mohini incarnation, that's the time the Ayyappa was taken birth. Ayyappa was given birth. It's all too much confusion, don't worry. Then, when Krishna gave him the signs of becoming women, then he says, I am giving you the signs, it will help you, but the same signs will delay your enlightenment. That's why he suffers with the cowardness before the Bhagavad Gita starts. Otherwise, Arjuna is the embodiment of valor, Dira. And he has to suffer with the cowardness because that's the last engram he has to leave before the enlightenment. And that's why the description says he became very feminine and lost all the courage and everything. And the Bhagavad Gita describes his hair started falling, it seems, because of the fear. So Krishna had 16,888 male company and female company and 2 male company. So now let us enter into our prana. So it's called Antar Matrika Nyasa. I'll now make you inhale. I'll create the music drum. As long as I beat the drum, you have to go on inhaling. See, after a few seconds, you will feel, no, I cannot. You may have a small jerk, but go on. Only then all the ears and eyes and all the other things can be seen. That's the first step. Second step, you just count along with me uttering the syllable. If you know Sanskrit, you can internally utter the syllable. But if you don't know, it's okay. Just count the number. Honestly count. How many number you are able to hold. You may be able to hold at the most 10 only in the beginning. But if you can delay, when you really feel you can't anymore, then slowly exit. Any doubt the process?
Is this 10 seconds or just counting the numbers?
Now, my syllabus that I say, I will chant. When I say one word, you can count one. Kam, gam, nyam, in. Okay? No. Once you exhale, then you no need to count. Then what is the use? See, I am trying to elongate your antar kumbhaka time. You understand? See, and one more important thing. Your whole body is made out of these 54 sounds, that's all. Each muscle is one syllable, one sound. That's why I am saying all the muscles will start expanding. And strong. Now you will see, you will feel as if you worked out with 100 pounds all over the body. You will feel like that within 10 minutes, not why 10 minutes you see. With 100 pounds, if you do the hand, up, down, thigh, all, if you do, how your body will pain, how you will feel tired, that will happen in 10 minutes. 10 minute 10 hours workout. Because in every muscle, see, all your muscles, I was telling you yesterday, the other day, the syllables of chakras. These are the syllables of chakras. It will create a heavy pain in your muscles. Means not an ordinary pain, the pain of actually what you worked out. That day somebody was saying that Samana, just this simple movement I am not able to do. How come so much? Because I am just turning your air process. That is why you will feel as if 100 kg weight is or 50 pound weight is put on your shoulder. Just this, you can do ordinarily 100 times. It's nothing. But that day you see, how many people you are really not able to do? Just such simple movement. Because I am completely turning the air energy. So that puts the weight. Now you will see. Simple sound, nothing else. You will have a heavy pain all over the body as if you worked out. But one nice thing with this pain is that you will settle down immediately. Again you can start working out. If you work out with 100 pounds, you will not be able to do for next 3 or 4 hours. But this pain will settle down within 5 minutes. You will have heavy pain, but 5 minutes it will settle down. You can start again. You can start again. So, without working out, you can build muscles. Okay, shall we start? Any doubt? Come on, Sajjad.
If I hold extra long, then it forces my exhale to be faster. And if I hold extra
That's what I am saying. No, you have to hold the extra long, and exhaling. Don't allow it faster. Just put a break. Put a break. Put a break. Do it that way.
The same thing if I hold out too long, then
That's what I am saying. It is struggle, but that is the way it has to be done. That is the only way prana can be balanced. You understand? It is a struggle.
Swamiji, after we exhale, we'll be holding the...
No. If you finish once, then we can come to normal breathing. Because I have to start again.
And we sit in Padmasana and...
Samana mudra. Yes, sir.
You said yesterday that we should do it smoothly when we exhale. Is that what we...
Say, you are expected to do smoothly. You guys youngsters can do smoothly. For him, little break is okay. And like a second option. But you youngsters are expected to do smoothly. You guys can do. You have the power in hands. How many, maximum with how many pounds you have worked out?
For 255?
You will see that same pain in your muscles now in 10 minutes. In all muscles. In thigh, in every muscle. Including this area. This area is the most difficult to work out. In this area also you will feel the pain. You may think, how come I know all these secrets? After all, Adayagis work on all the muscles. I can heat it or make it cold any of my muscle at will, any part, independently. Just this part I can separately make it hot and this part will be cold. Just this level only. I'll do it and show you this. Maybe next annihilation or sometime.
Does she feel the need to inhale fast before exhaling?
No, it's not allowed. You have to balance. Little struggle only. You have to break that. The thought pattern. See, thought pattern and breathing pattern is one and the same. When the breathing pattern changes, your idea about you will be broken. That's what I am working. That's why your ego feels so insecure. You understand? Your understanding about your body, your structure, your mind, you, all will be broken. And this pranayama is responsible for downloading the languages. This will break the mental pattern. Come on. Shall we start? No need to try that. Don't try that. Because if you feel like a little giddy and all, if you feel a little giddy, just open the eyes and relax. Relax completely. Don't take any risk. Your health is more important.
Are we doing it to the point of exhaustion, or are we doing it to the point of challenge?
Challenge.
Challenge, not exhaustion.
Challenge. No exhaustion. Challenge. I am not interested in exhaustion. You understand? I am challenging all your muscles. You see, each muscle gets activated by a particular sound. So I am intensely activating that muscle, challenging it, putting heavy load on it, almost like a boiling and toning internally. So exhaustion is the byproduct. But that is not expected. And in 5 minutes you will settle down again. What you will have by working out 10 hours, at least 10 hours, same effect will be there just by 10 minutes, nothing else. You can use your fingers for holding and counting. So you can hold the nose through the right and you can count with the left. Or if you think you can do it without holding, you can do it without holding. Best thing will be just through will. But if you can't, you can use the fingers. If you loosen your hip cloth, it will be good, easy for you. We'll start. Please sit straight. Just close your eyes. I'll start the music, then you can start inhaling. Till then, don't do. Just normal breathing. Close your eyes and normal breathing. And I'll give you the instruction clearly. You will inhale during my drum. When I say, you'll just hold the air inside. After that, I'll be creating sounds. For every sound, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if you feel, no, I am not able to hold anymore, then start exhaling. So 6 is the count, successfully you held. Like this, each one should have their own count. Start inhaling. If you want, you can use your fingers to hold the nose, guide the nose. But if you can do it just by will, do it. Hold. Just hold. You can start counting. Gum, gum, chum, chum, jum, jum, nyam, thum, dum, nam, om, pam, pam, bum, bum, mam, aum, thum, dum, nam, om, pam, bum, mam, aum. Relax. So now you will use both fingers to lock the nose. Okay? Come on. Let's start. Start inhaling. Hold. Tightly hold and count in the other hand. Kham, gum, yim, cham, jam, nyam,
tam dam, tam dam, nam om, yem. Relax. Actually, the intake, if it is increased, then the ears will get blocked by itself. By its own pressure, it gets blocked. That's why. That's the way it can be done. I'll guide. Come on. Inhale once more. You can use hands even for inhaling. Block one nose. Any one side you can block and inhale through the other side. Inhale, 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 inhale. Use the nose completely. And hand, inhale, 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 hold. Angushtabhyam namah. Jam jam, jam jam, nyam aim. Dajanibhyam swaha. Dam, nam, om, madhyamabhyam vasha, yem, tam, 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 dam, nam, aim, anamigabhyam hum, om, pam, pam, bam, bam, mam, om, ganishtabhyam vasha, relax. See, you should not use the tongue, glottis area, but automatically this will go and hit so strongly, it will get locked inside. You should not do. Have you done Kapalbhati? When you do Kapalbhati, just this abdomen, if you push with a lot of force inside, up, in, up, what happens in the throat, that will happen by itself. You should not do it. You should only hold, it will just go and hit. Only then Kumbhaka happens. Now you understand what is Kumbhaka, what is holding. Now, just see, this abdomen muscles, you should inhale and pull up. Now do it. Now do the Kapalbhati for a few moments. So you will, some particular kind of exhaling will happen. The throat, something will happen. Something will go and eat with something. Are you able to feel? That should happen without the abdominal muscles movement. Only then Kumbhaka is happening. Shall we start again? Start inhaling using the fingers. Inhale. Start inhaling. Hold the nose. Start inhaling. Hold. Kham gham, gham gham, ngam im, cham cham, nyam nyam, jam yim, tam dham, dham dham, nam yem. Relax. Come on, let's start again. Say, before starting, now I give you the time, just have a normal breathing. You'll see now intense heat will start happening. Start inhaling. Start. Stop. Just hold. Kham kham, kham kham, ngam im, cham cham, cham cham, nyam im, tham tham, tham tham, nam aim, om, pam pam, bham bham, mam aum, yem, tham tham, dham dham, nam aim, om. Relax. How many of you feel burning inside the muscle? You guys are catching the kumbhaka. If you are feeling burning like an inside muscle, if you work out, heavy workout, what happens? Like this, if you are feeling burning, you are catching kumbhaka. Not on skin, in muscle. Actually, with this pranayam, you will gain muscles, lose fat. Fat will start burning. That's why that feeling hot inside. Start inhaling. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Don't stop, don't hold. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Stop. Kham kham, kham kham, ngam im, cham cham, cham cham, nyam im, tham tham, dham dham, nam yem, tham tham, dham dham, nam aim, om, pham pham, mam mam, hyam, ram lam, vam lam, am lam, cham aha. Relax. I think first I need to teach your body to learn what is kumbhaka. Because many times your other parts of the body as a safety mechanism just opens and releases some part. Anyhow, I think this is the only way to teach. Doing again and again and again. Let's start again. Come on. Let's start. Can you guys do one thing? Just 5 Kapalbhati. Why don't you do 5 Kapalbhati? Just 5. Okay? We can start now. Start. Kham kham, kham kham, ngam im, cham cham, cham cham, nyam im, tam tam, tam tam, nam yem, tam tam, tam tam, nam aim, pam pam, pam pam, mam aum. Relax. Come on, let's start. You can just inhale and exhale in a normal way once. Relax. And then now start. Start. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Up, 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 up. Don't stop. Stop. Om. Kham kham. Gham gham. Ngam Im. Cham cham. Jam jam. Nyam im. Om. Pam pam. Mab bham. Mam aum. Em. Tham tham. Tham tham. Nam aim. Om. Pam pam. Bham bham. Mam aum. Relax. Come on. Let's start. Start. Up. Start. Stop. Hold. Kham kham. Kham kham. Ngam Im. Cham cham. Jam jam. Nyam im. Tam tam. Dam dam. Nam Om. Pam pam. Bham bham. Mam aum. Relax. When you hold your whole body, I know very clearly how your body posture will be. Body will take a special mudra, like a fully blown mudra. See, when you lift 20 pounds in the hand, how the whole thing fully blows, that kind of mudra body will take. Come on, let's start. See, it's like I am putting 100 pounds on every muscle. Start inhaling. Hold. Hold. Kham kham. Kham kham. Ngam Im. Cham cham. Jam jam. Nyam im. Om. Tam tam. Dam dam. Nam Em. Tam tam. Tam tam. Nam aim. Om. Pam pam. Pam pam. Mam aum. Relax. Come on, let's start. Inhale, 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 inhale. Hold. Kham kham. Gham gham. Ngam Im. Cham cham. Jam jam. Nyam im. Tam tam. Tam tam. Nam Yem. Tam tam. Tam tam. Nam aim. Pam pam. Bham bham. Mam aum. Relax. Come on, we'll start. Close your eyes. We'll start the inhaling. Inhale. Slowly, slowly but deeply fill your whole body, not just your lungs, whole body. Kham kham. Gham gham. Ngam Im. cham cham, cham cham, jam jam, nyam eem, tam dum, dum dum, relax. When you do the real Kumbhaka, the whole body will just automatically, completely, what to say that, it will come to a position as if the air has been blown into the balloon fully. If you blow the air, what will happen to the balloon? It will just stand stiff. Like that, body will become automatically stiff. Anywhere you are able to bend or sit like this, that way means that part is not filled. Come on, let's start. Start inhaling. Hold. Kham kham, gham gham, ngam im, cham cham, jam jam, nyam im, tam tam, dham dham, nam yem, tham tham, dham tham, namaim, pam pam, pam pam, mamaum. See, I wanted the strong effect of purifying prana and muscles building and levitation. Now I am going to put you guys in levitation just because of your intense prana. Come on, let's start. Inhale intensely. Stop. Hold. Kham kham, kham kham, ngam im, cham cham, jam jam, nyam im, tam tam, dham dham, nam em, tham tham, dham dham, nam aim, pam pam, pam pam, mam aum. Relax. Come on, let's start. Straight. Start inhaling. Up, still, inhale. Hold. Just hold. Tightly. Kham kham, gham gham, ngam im, cham cham, jam jam, nyam im, tam dam, dham dham, nam em, tam dam, dham dham, nam aim, pam pam, pam pam, mam aum. Relax. Shall we start again? Start. Inhale. Inhale. Hold. gham gham, ngam am, im, cham jam, jam jam, nyam im, tam dam, nam im, tam dam, nam aim, bam bam, mam. Relax. Now let's have a small process. Just sit, feel the air is coming through the right hand and going through the left hand, that's all, nothing else. Relax the hands, sit in Padmasana and put the hands on both the knees, just relax. Close your eyes. See, it is just to balance the masculine and feminine part of the prana. Actually, when you do, you will understand one part will not be working perfectly. Always there will be one part lacking in every person. So when you do this again and again, it will be balanced. Once that is balanced, immediately body will be lifted. Feel you are inhaling through the right hand and exhaling through the left hand. You are completely empty. Air is coming in through the right hand, going out through the left hand. You are completely empty. Inhale through the right hand, exhale through the left hand. Simple process. Don't allow the strong jerks to happen in the body. Even if the body levitates, let it be a slow movement. If there is a strong up, tell yourself, slowly levitate. Raise slowly. Levitation should happen, but in a very controlled way, under your control. It should not happen like a jerking by itself. It should happen as you want, under your speed. Inhale through right hand, exhale through left hand. Continue the same thing. Inhaling through the right hand, exhaling through the left hand. Levitation should be allowed only as a graceful, slow raising. The forcible jerks should not be allowed. Suppress the forcible jerking thing. Only if it happens slowly in your system, allow it. I am awakening your Kundalini very wildly now, but you go on telling your body, the slow raising should happen. Raising should be very graceful. Let the Kundalini Shakti in you all be intensely awakened by the prana. You go on telling yourself, any movement should be graceful. Whether it is lifting, any movement should be graceful. Don't allow any speed movements in your system. Control and suppress all the speed movements. So beyond your suppression, if it happens gracefully, it's okay. But you suppress. You suppress all the movements. Only if it is slow, allow it. Any quick movements, don't allow. I'll continue to awaken your Kundalini very wildly, but you go on telling your body only graceful movements, only graceful levitation. Levitation very gracefully. No question of jumping. Even if it happens just psychologically, great, but it should be graceful. Graceful going up, staying, and graceful landing. No wild movements. Relax. Relax.